I got nothing. I'm completely out of ideas. I mean, I've been talking about things for 29 weeks at this point. I'm practically scraping the bottom of the barrel. Oh, come on, there's gotta be something here I can talk about. Dragon Quest VIII? You know, fun fact about this game, this is actually a copy I'm borrowing from my good friend Seth Tonsilmoller. It's the only video game he's ever played, and he's practically begging me to play it. You know, I could probably stall for a couple more months. What the hell? What? On second thought...
At E3 2005, Nintendo announced their next home console. After the GameCube experienced lackluster sales, Nintendo was hell-bent on making sure their next console would be the most popular thing since Oxygen. I mean, 23 million units isn't bad, but it's actually very bad. Nintendo needed something big, something monumental, something everybody everywhere could look at and go, yeah, I get it. They needed a revolution. Okay, that's a little on the nose. Maybe come up with something a little more subtle. That's not what I meant, but it works, I guess. Releasing on November 19th, 2006, the Nintendo Wii was a tremendous success. People were buying Wiis left and right. They just could not stay on store shelves. By September 2007, the Wii had already outsold the Xbox 360, which released a year before the Wii. People were flocking to stores to buy Wiis. It was a must-have system. Why? Because My Sims Racing was coming! Wii Sports, a collection of sports minigames to show exactly what the Wii could do. Motion controls, it does motion controls. You swing your Wii remote to swing your golf club, your tennis racket, your baseball, your fist. And people loved it. It was so simple, yet so much fun. Anyone could pick up a Wii remote, look at Wii Sports, and instantly understand how it works. And as such, Wiis were practically teleported off of store shelves. People that had never touched a video game console in their lives were scrambling to buy a Wii. Everyone wanted a Wii, everyone needed a Wii, and everyone was buying a Wii. Everyone. Except me. Nintendo had essentially found a legal form of brainwashing and was using it to its fullest potential. And yet, somehow my family did not fall victim to it. We remained a Wii-less household, and that puzzles me. Everybody loved the Wii. Everyone had to have one. We had friends and extended family members who all had Wiis, and we loved playing it at their houses. And for some reason, it just never crossed our minds to buy one ourselves. Which makes even less sense because we fell victim to the other brainwashing scheme Nintendo launched at the exact same time as the Wii with the Nintendo DS.
See, look, here it is, a Nintendo DS. It even comes with a name tag that says, I'm a fucking sucker and I'm proud of it.
Now, I've said it before, but despite never owning a Wii personally, I have a lot of nostalgia for this console. I played the Wii at friends and family's houses and had a blast with it. Wii Sports Resort, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Winter Games, Mario Party 8, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, New Super Mario Bros. Wii, Super Mario Galaxy 2. Man, I got so much mileage out of things that weren't mine. I absolutely loved the Wii, and it has been so long since I have played one. I have been starved. And so, on Tuesday, August 17th, 2021, after my 13th hour of staring at my wall, I finally said,
F it.
And now I am 200% a f***ing sucker. I drove to a local used game store, and $135 and zero regrets later, I am finally the proud owner of a Nintendo Wii. Wait, what the hell is that?
My one regret.
Okay, so a couple weeks earlier, because I am fucking insane, I was able to secure a PlayStation 5. Then, without any consideration for the fact that I would have zero games for this thing, and because I'm either A, incredibly impatient, B, terrible with money, or C, overcome with an absurd amount of nostalgia, I went and bought a Wii.
Option D, all of the above.
Well, a common saying rings true. If you waste a bunch of money on something, waste a bunch more to occupy yourself while you wait for the first thing.
Don't lie, you've heard it before.
But we're not talking about this tall white piece of shit. We're talking about this other, slightly less tall and white piece of shit.
So, I may be 15 years late, but hey, if you know anything about me, you know I take immense pride in being fashionably late to things. So let's go through my first 2 weeks of owning a Wii for the first time, and I'll recount my experiences with it so far.
First off, let's take a look at the Wii itself. For $65, I got a console, sensor bar, AV cable, power cable, nunchuck, remote, and that's it. No box, no stand, and worst of all, no Wii Sports. Now, considering that Wii's originally sold for $250, getting the thing for 26% of that is not a bad deal at all. It just feels like something is missing.
Alright, let's talk about this thing.
The Wii Remote is simultaneously the coolest and dumbest controller ever. This thing is so versatile. You can hold it forward for point of functionality, you can swing it, spin it, and rotate it for motion controls, you can hold it on its side to use it more like a standard controller, and you can plug a bunch of junk into it for even more control options. And it works equally well in all of these situations. I love how it has this little speaker on it too. It's so incredibly pointless, but it makes me so happy. However, the motion capabilities of the Wii Remote cause motion controls to be shoehorned into practically every game made for the Wii. And it can just be really annoying sometimes to have to shake your remote for some actions or point at the screen for menu navigation. God, this thing could be the worst sometimes. But overall, I still really like it. It makes the Wii more unique and makes it more accessible for people that don't play video games all that much.
Alright, time to turn the thing on.
When we turn on our Wii for the very first time, we are greeted to system settings. We choose the language, tell the Wii where the sensor bar is, set the date, it feels really gross setting the date to 15 years after the system's release here, set the time, choose if our TV is widescreen or not, and then we have to give our console a nickname. I named mine Jerry.
No regrets.
A couple more settings later, and
This feels right.
now, I mentioned it before, but this Wii didn't come with Wii Sports like they did back when they came out. Of course, it wouldn't be a Wii without Wii Sports, and fortunately, there was one copy left that actually came with the sleeve, so I grabbed that for $30. Don't get me wrong, Wii Sports is a fantastic game. I mean, it's Wii motherfucking Sports. But $30 for a game everyone got bundled in with their consoles for free? Especially when you consider that I got Super Mario Galaxy for $25. Now, why did I get Super Mario Galaxy when I already have it as part of Super Mario 3D All-Stars?
Option D, all of the above.
Well, after beating it for the first time there, I quickly came to the realization that it was my favorite Mario game. And I wanted an excuse to play it again. Except this time, I get to play it on the original console. Oh, it works, huh?
I'll be the judge of that. You win this time.
And I also bought Sonic Colors for $15, even though there's a remaster coming out like tomorrow because...
Option D, all of the above.
Whatever, I beat it in like 5 hours. I enjoyed my time with it, although it's definitely not my favorite Sonic game. Anyways, this is how I began my Wii collection, and honestly, not a bad start. My first day of actually owning the thing was filled exclusively with making Miis and playing Wii Sports. And it just felt so good to play the Wii again. Getting my family together and having friends over to play was a pretty magical experience. Of course, it could always be better. I only had one Wii remote, and as absurd as it sounds, you can't have a multiplayer Wii experience with just Wii Sports. I was gonna need more controllers and more multiplayer games, so literally 3 days later, I decided to spend more money because...
What part of option D do you not understand?
Except this time, I had a goal. I had a specific game in mind that I was desperate to have. A game that was such a huge part of my childhood and such a phenomenal multiplayer experience, I just had to have it. And I almost didn't get it. I went back to the same store I bought my Wii at, and they didn't have what I was looking for. I grabbed Super Paper Mario. Also, the Wii remotes they had were incredibly expensive, and I wasn't looking to spend another $150 for 3 more remotes. So, even though I didn't want to drive more, I went to another used game store, and there it was. Wii Play. I'm just kidding, it was Mario Party 8. I grabbed Wii Play because, I don't know, why not? It's not like it's a bad game, it's another thing to play just in case this post-it note on Mario Galaxy ever ends up being a bold-faced lie. But I almost didn't get these games because I almost didn't go to this store. I was also able to score 3 more controllers for dirt cheap. I got an official Nintendo-made remote for $15, and then for $10 each, I got... Buying third-party controllers may go against my morals, religion, and any form of common sense. They could be cheaply made, not work as well as the official controllers, and can fall apart a lot easier. But there was only one official Wii remote there, and I needed 4 controllers because how the hell else was I going to play Mario Party 8 and have a good time? Mario Party 8 is my favorite Mario Party of all time. Sure, that might not mean a lot, considering the only entries I've really played are DS and Super, and I mean, I've dabbled in 3 and 6, but not enough to form a full opinion. I've definitely played DS the most. Me and my sister played this game all the time, and it's fantastic. But I have so much nostalgia for 8. The carnival setting, the phenomenal music, and the boards are just so good. Koopa's Tycoon Town may just be the greatest Mario Party board in existence. It is just so good to have this game and make up for all the years of not playing it. I've been playing it non-stop since I got it. I'm just so happy about this.
And yeah, that's it so far. I mean, I could take you through the other Wii channels, the news, forecast, and Wii Shop channel, but they don't work because Nintendo shut them down. I can't even get into the Wii Shop channel because the system needs an update, which I refuse to do simply because I like the novelty of owning a Wii that is still on the oldest software version. You could go into the Wii message board where you can see your play times on different games that day, and you can even write yourself little messages. That's pretty cool. You can link your Wii to a friend's Wii to send messages to each other, but unfortunately I don't have any codes to put in. You can link your Wii to your email for some reason, but I couldn't get mine to work, so never mind. And that pretty much chronicles my experience with owning a Wii for the first time 15 years after it was cool. And I am so damn happy. I may not have the longest, most in-depth history with the Wii, but I still feel comfortable saying it's my favorite video game console of all time. It's got a fantastic library of games, a fun and unique gimmick that makes some games way more interesting than they would be on a traditional console, and there's just something about it that just brings people together. No matter who you are or what your experience with video games is, you can come to the Wii and have a great time. And that's truly something no other video game console can say it can do with confidence. Well, that's gonna do it for me talking about something completely random because I'm out of ideas on what to talk about. Join me next time where we'll be discussing why spending $500 on a console you can't afford any games for is a good idea.